Is she for $15 minimum wage?
Bro, you are the same person who would claim a set.
Is she for $15 minimum wage?
You are not voting next year.
I'll vote for a candidate worth voting for.
He said no one's earned his vote yet.
Yeah, so you have to earn my vote.
No, but no.
Like, I voted for
Obama.
Obama,
vote for Joe Biden.
Even though he lied to my face. Like, I voted for fucking Joe Biden, even though he lied to my face. But at least he lied. At least he lied about good policy. Like, these people aren't even lying about good policy right now. Like, you know what I mean? Is she for $15 minimum wage?
Do we think
$15? No.
Do we think that
I'm not for $15 minimum wage.
Not Nikki Haley.
I'm not for $50 minimum wage. So why would I want it to be?
But I am. So why would I vote for Nikki Haley?
Yeah, but so was Joe Biden.
But,
why would you vote for it?
But 80% But 80% of the United States are for increasing minimum wage. It's just a issue of poll as well.
You want to know another poll?
Yeah.
100% are for having more money. Yes,
but that's not a policy. That's not a policy. That's not a policy.
Yes. Can I do the same BS work and get more money? Please do that. That's 100%.
It's not BS work. Minimum wage work doesn't mean BS work.
I'm not saying BS. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you, for the same work that you do, give me more money.
Yes, but Sam, the same work that I do this year is worth more than the same work that I did last year because of inflation. And productivity has been rising since 1970. Inflation, there has been no change in minimum wage. If you account for inflation, we should be making $25 an hour for the same work.
Yeah, bro, I make
what are you
like
talking about?
40,000 more than I was making a couple years ago, and I feel like I'm poor.
Yeah, because you're not accounting for inflation. No, why am I pausing? Hold on.
You said productivity increased, but there's a big factor on that too.
What?
You think people are just all of a sudden just that much more productive? Or
yes, it's statistically proven. No, it's just how much people
doesn't play a single part.
No, I think that's
irrelevant.
Happy people are more productive.
What? That's directly relevant.
It's not. It is.
Productivity.
Yeah, technology does increase productivity, but people are still working the same jobs, putting in the same amount of effort, even with the technology being present. I'm not talking about profits. I'm talking about productivity of people, right? And even so, even if productivity was stagnant, Sam, which it isn't, by the way, even if productivity was stagnant, it still means I'm doing the same work this year as I was doing last year, or I'm doing the same work this year as I was doing 10 years ago, but I'm getting paid the same when we're not accounting for inflation. Profits of companies account for inflation, for sure, because when inflation goes up, their prices go up. But I'm not getting paid for the same work. So I'm getting paid less. Every year that goes by and inflation goes up, I'm getting paid less for the same work. And it's been happening since 1970. The last time we increased minimum wage, 50 years ago. So you're telling me you shouldn't increase minimum wage after 50 years?
You could work for more money. In Mount Pleasant, Walmart's giving $15.50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where anybody else getting below minimum wage in Michigan.
You do though. You had a client that was making $10.50 an hour a couple weeks ago. Remember? Laid off the union and stuff. Like there are jobs out there that are not at that threshold.
Go ahead.
That's not minimum wage.
Okay, let me tell you about Walmart though. You're saying Walmart's this fucking beacon of hope, right?
Minimum wage is 9. Isn't it 9 something?
It's $7.25.
That's what I'm saying. You just said somebody at Walmart Mount Pleasant was making 14. You don't know anyone
I don't know anybody in Michigan. No. I said I don't know anybody making minimum wage.
But just because you don't know anybody doesn't mean it's not happening. It's definitely happening. And
if there's somebody making $10.50, there's definitely somebody making $9.75. That's 75 cents, dude.
Yeah. And also, Walmart.
There you go.
Walmart purposefully pays people less than the amount of money it takes to survive because they know that the government will subsidize those wages by giving away welfare. Welfare is supposed to be because they know this. They don't pay them a fair wage
because they know someone will take it. And it's unfair that it's not a wage.
But
if the government stopped surviving subsidies, Walmart would still criminally underpay people. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but then but then people might not work at Walmart because they if they can't even survive working at Walmart. Why would they work at Walmart? But right now they can still survive working at Walmart. Because they have the government subsidizing them. It's not government subsidies. The subsidies are for Walmart.
You'd have like a bigger family unit. You know, like if you can't survive by yourself with a Walmart thing, you might be able to live with two of your brothers and then figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it's a good solution. Or anything. People adapt to circumstances and find a way to survive. But being in the richest country in the world shouldn't be a matter of survival.
Question for you though.
Yeah.
In terms of that. Somebody posed this question for me. So, what's the name? Bloomberg, when he became
Michael Bloomberg,
when he was running.
New York?
Yeah, when he was running. Why didn't he give everybody $1,000 in the U.S.?
What do you mean, like the Andrew Yang? Like here's your $10.
Yeah, he had the money. He could have gave.
Oh, you're saying out of his pocket?
Out of his pocket.
No, we need
question, dude. You know, he doesn't have $1,000 for every human being in the U.S. He definitely doesn't.
He does.
He has $3 trillion. What are you talking about, man?
Nobody has trillions, dude. There's what? Michael Bloomberg's got trillions in cash, liquid right now.
Okay,
that's pull out of his check.
Okay, that's a ridiculous question. I'll talk about universal basic income since we brought it up pre-money. We need universal basic income. They do it in Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're the richest country in the world. With more and more technology, there's going to be less and less service jobs available, and eventually, most service jobs might be gone. So they're going to have
inequality is terrible here. Though, Sam. You have to realize we need a solution to that.
And once you have more and more technology, there's going to be less jobs that they're going to be replaced, and it's just a fact. Let alone AI. So eventually, there's going to be a large group of people that are just not employed. So what are you going to do about that? You're going to let them die?
Pause.
You keep pausing.
Because you there's a point I'm saying. Okay. Maybe not 1,000, because 1,000 would have gotten 300 billion, and he doesn't have 300 billion.
Yeah, he has
$100 in terms. $100 would get them, and that's including children. If you do it just the voting population, that's included. And the voting population is less than I think 150 million in terms of the U.S. voting population. But if you give them $100 each, it's 1.5 billion in terms of that. It's a small dent for his budget. You know what I'm saying?